On the 10th of December 1999, 7 Marines were lost at sea after a Marine Corps helicopter crashed while ferrying troops between ships 14 miles off the coast of Point Loma. Of the 18 Marines aboard the CH-46 Sea Knight chopper, 11 were rescued from the water just minutes after the crash, which occurred early in the afternoon as the craft tried to land on an amphibious assault ship. Despite using divers, helicopters, and ships, a combined rescue effort by the Navy and Coast Guard failed to find any sign of the other 7 Marines or the 23,000-pound helicopter. As night fell, rescue personnel continued their search using night goggles and infrared radar. Of the 11 Marines plucked from the water, 2 were taken by a Sea Knight to the Balboa Naval Hospital in San Diego with minor injuries. The others were treated aboard the assault carrier by Navy medics. Marine Corps spokesman Lieutenant Patricia Restrepo said at the time, "We try to do everything possible to make our training safe, but inherently, what the Marine Corps does is dangerous. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Marines and their families." The crash occurred on a clear day, marked by a calm sea and only light winds, which aided efforts to rescue survivors from the fully loaded aircraft. Unlike airplanes, helicopters are known for sinking rapidly once they hit the water, partly due to their heavy weight and unsealed cabin. Although the Sea Knight was equipped with flotation devices designed to deploy in less than 4 seconds to allow the craft to stay afloat long enough for people aboard to get out safely, the devices failed to deploy, resulting in the rapid sinking of the craft. The CH-46 was on a training exercise at the time of the incident. The cause of the crash is thought to be a mechanical problem attributed to the age of the helicopter. "It's a good helicopter, but there comes a time when the maintenance requirements are so great that bad things can happen," said Victor Krulak, a retired Marine Corps lieutenant general. Steve Milliken, a retired Navy captain and helicopter pilot, said at the time, "I have a lot of loyalty to this aircraft, but it needs replacing." In February 1997, 3 Marines lost their lives when a Sea Knight slammed into the foothills of eastern Orange County. In May 1997, 4 Marines died when a CH-46 helicopter crashed 6 miles off Oceanside. In 1996, President Clinton ordered a top-to-bottom mechanical review of Sea Knights after one rolled over and burned while on the tarmac in Orlando, Florida. The helicopter had been assigned to carry reporters covering Clinton's trip, but luckily, none were aboard when the accident occurred. The largest loss of life in a Sea Knight crash occurred in 1986, when 15 Marines died in a CH-46 that plunged into the Atlantic shortly after taking off from the helicopter carrier Guadalcanal. The Sea Knight was a Vietnam-era helicopter manufactured by Boeing Vitrol and was called the workhorse of the fleet for taking troops and equipment between ships or from ships to onshore installations. In 1990, the Navy grounded all Sea Knights to correct a quill shaft problem that could cause loss of control of the main rotor. The problem was deemed corrected within a month. In 1998, the Navy said it had uncovered problems with hydraulic pumps that had caused 2 crashes and numerous in-flight fires. The pumps were replaced in all active and reserve Sea Knights. The Sea Knight chopper joined the fleet in 1964 and has undergone numerous modifications to provide more powerful engines, better weapons, and greater lift capability. The CH-46 is currently retired, but a few remain in limited service by a few countries around the world.